and then got stomped on. He was left suffering some nasty injuries after being trampled and taken to the hospital, expecting to make a recovery. This happened near Bruner Avenue in Baychester. Witnesses say the rodeo kept going after the accident, with music and dancing.
Head toward Ryder Avenue.
Whose careers were shaped by Clyde Davis. Say the boss among
Take a slight left to stay on 3rd Avenue. Then at the next light, you'll turn left. At the light, turn left onto East 139th Street. Then at the next stop sign, you'll turn right.
Like it was some kind of New Jersey Shakespeare. It was a little embarrassing, but he insisted on sending it to every Columbia office around the country.
And Kenny G also played a saxophone solo at today's ceremony at Central Synagogue in Midtown. Alicia Keys, Kenny G, Barry Manilow, Jennifer Hudson also in attendance. The rabbi leading the service said Davis would have been thrilled by the turnout. The memorial service closed to the public, but it was live streamed. The Supreme Court upheld state laws allowing late-arriving mail-in ballots to be counted as long as they're postmarked by Election Day.
This ruling is a loss not only for President Trump, but also his Republican allies, who have long argued that these late mail-in ballots, even if they are postmarked on Election Day, but this essential grace period should not be allowed. And of course, this all comes as the president is pushing for even tighter restrictions when it comes to mail-in voting and mail-in ballots. He's currently pushing the Save America Act, using his voter ID bill even as leverage over House Republicans and Senate Republicans over other key legislation. We have not yet heard from the White House or the president directly on this ruling, but this is certainly marks a defeat for President Trump as he pushes for even broader restrictions on mail-in voting.
Correspondent Rachel Scott, the Supreme Court also rejecting a push by President Trump to toss out a jury's finding that he sexually abused E. Jean Carroll at a Manhattan department store in the 90s. And later defamed her. The jury awarded Carroll $5 million. A boy out for a swim in the Bahamas on a family vacation, saved by his brother after a shark attack.
I definitely consider him as my hero, as he stopped bleeding and saved my life.
12-year-old Parker Roll says his brother Jack wrapped his leg for the 62-mile boat ride to the nearest hospital after the shark attack. The family was on an excursion to swim with the sharks and thought that they were among normally docile nurse sharks, but then an 8 to 10 foot long reef shark latched on to Parker's leg.
I didn't really feel it at first because there's just so much adrenaline.
Wayne Cabot, ABC News.
Over the weekend, Iran was blamed for attacks along the Strait of Hormuz. The U.S. then carried out counterstrikes. Things have since cooled down, but after Iran says it got a boatload of money, it's not clear if we're in for more negotiations or not.
On social media, the president writes Tehran has asked to talk with U.S. counterparts in Doha, but a top Iranian negotiator denies any meetings planned.
At the light, turn
That
left on
report
East
came after
149th
Iran's
Street.
president said some $6 billion in frozen Iranian assets would be released by Qatar. Remarks apparently aimed at selling Iran's public on an increasingly fragile interim deal with the U.S. That was tested over the weekend with attacks across the Persian Gulf. Sagar Meghani, Washington.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a
Continue
year.
for half a
$5
mile.
grand. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for buying gas. That's right. You can earn cash back with Upside just for buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I used Upside, and just last year, I made nearly $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get cash back? If you like extra cash, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earned from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back when you fill your tank. Use promo code FRESH to get an extra 35 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code FRESH for a 35 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code FRESH for a 35 cents per gallon bonus.
Wins News Time, 12:51. Let's get you to where you need to go with Greg Rice.
Well, here is what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels en route to the inbound Holland playing the long game. Eastbound Newark Bay extension on the Newark Bay Bridge. You got the
There's a
right
speed
lane out with a
camera
breaking
ahead.
down truck. Inbound Skyway gets bad closer to Tonley Circle and then all the way to the inbound Holland. Outbound side of the Holland, no more than you. Outbound Lincoln's about 20 from 11th, better from 9 to 10 minutes in. Citybound George, about a 30 to 45 minute upper level ride. About the same downstairs now. West side, best of it out of town. RFK is slow either way with construction. So is the Frogs Neck now. The Whitestone, best of what you've got. Across the Upper East River. Eastbound Belt Band out of Brooklyn from Rockaway Parkway to Lefferts Boulevard with what looks to be a collision. Staten Island Expressway slow go westbound to Bradley Avenue where the right lane repairs. Traffic is sponsored by the Martin Tuckman School of Management at NJIT. Greg Rice, 1010 wins, 92.3 FM.
The World Cup is here. NJIT's Martin Tuckman School of Management has bridged business and tech to build the ultimate digital fan hub. See how loud your city is and track fan data in real time. Be part of the game. Visit njit-worldcup.com.
Go past this light. At the next one, turn left onto East 161st Street.
This afternoon, really not too bad of a day compared to what we're going to have later in the week. To 85, and then warm for tonight, probably climbing down around 70. Tomorrow, with more humid up to 89. Again, kind of more of a normal summertime day for tomorrow. Real feels in the mid-90s, but then we get into the real extreme heat starting on Wednesday. Heat, some sunshine, hot and humid.
At the light, turn left onto East 161st Street.
Looks like the worst of this will be Thursday and Friday. We're into the upper 90s. Certainly some New Jersey suburbs are going to be up over 100. Real feels 105 to 110 both Thursday and Friday. Make sure you stay hydrated, stay in the air conditioning if you can. Stay cool really any way you can. And it looks like the heat's going to continue right into the 4th of July on Saturday. Right now in Central Park, we've got 83 with sunshine going up to 85 in Midtown. Back to there's John Ferrick on New York's weather station. 1010 wins and 92.3 FM. The NBA champion New York Knicks are getting honored yet again. This time the city will temporarily co-name a street for each of the players on the team. The commemorative blue and orange sign will feature the player's name and their jersey number. The signs are going up along 6th and 7th Avenues. The cross street will correspond to the player's number. So 6th Avenue at 11th, Jalen Brunson and his number 11. 7th Avenue at 32nd, Karl Anthony Towns and his number 32. Each sign will remain in place for 4 weeks. World Cup action underway today. From here on out, it's lose and go home. On to the round of 32 in a couple of minutes. The first game of the day, 5-time world champion Brazil ready to take on Japan. 4:30, Germany versus Paraguay. And then tonight, 2 favorites to win it all will square off at 9 as the Netherlands take on Morocco.
Let me tell you something. When you sign your insurance policy, for some brokers, that's the finish line. Handshake, commission, done. Then you may not hear from them again until it's time for renewal. Your business runs all year, and so do the gaps and the risk. That's why I'm introducing Super Sure. Larry Mullins here. If your company has more than 25 employees, whether you're the owner, CFO, or HR manager, it can be too complex to just buy a policy online. Super Sure is the super agency built for you, licensed in every state for your business insurance and employee benefits, all with year-round support for you and your team. At supersure.com, you can access tools like Fine Print Facts, which translates your current policy into plain English, thank you, so you can see what's covered and what's not. Plus, a business value calculator so you can estimate what your business is worth, so you know what actually needs protecting. Go to supersure.com. One super agency, one powerful platform. All your policies in one place. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com. Paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
1010 wins.
For me, it helps me plan my route. It helps me know which direction to go and how early I should be.
Want the quickest route? 1010 wins.
92.3 FM. Right now, 83 degrees, mostly sunny. It stays this way throughout the afternoon, a high of 85. Time now for Bloomberg Money Watch.
Wall Street's index is rising right now, bouncing off of the sell-off we saw.
Go past this light. Then, at the next one, turn left on East 165th Street.
Is up 1.5%, 376 points right now. S&P 500 up 62. Dow gaining 236. Dow right now in record territory. Financial Times reports that Google has placed limits on Meta Platforms' use of its Gemini artificial intelligence models because it could not provide as much computing capacity as the social media company wanted. According to that report, Google has enforced restrictions on several clients, with Meta Platforms especially affected. Dow up 247. I'm Andrew O'Day, Bloomberg Money Watch on 1010 wins at 92.3 FM.
Fresh paint inside, fresh flowers outside. Summer at your house is looking good. During July 4th deals at Lowe's, buy one.
At the light, turn left on East 165th Street.
Plus, get two 1.5-gallon red, white, and blue annual hanging baskets for just $15. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 7/8. Selection varies by
At the light, turn left on East 166th Street.
Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Hey guys, Scott Stanford for CertaPro Painters. Summertime is the perfect time for CertaPro Painters. They're fast, clean, and professional. Give them a call at 1-800-GO-CERTA. That's Certa with a C, and you'll see exactly what I mean. Celebrate America's 250th anniversary with CertaPro Painters and get $250 off projects of $2,500. And that freedom and fresh paint rain. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com.
Have you ever felt like you were living just a B or B+ life? It's so dangerous to live
at the next light, turn left.
or a C+ life because when you're living a B
at the light, turn left on East 167th Street.
Is it?
Then you'll take a slight right to stay on East 167th Street.
Becoming you. People think, okay, A+ life is not available to me, but there is a way. We are all in the process of becoming ourselves. Listen to Becoming You wherever you get your podcasts.
Now, a commercial message. Larry Mullins here. After an accident, you need a trusted law firm with an army of efficient staff members. That's Spector and Associates, your serious injury attorneys. Spector and Associates understands how devastating an accident can be and will fight relentlessly. Spector and Associates serious injury attorneys are based in New York. Construction accident, car accident, slip, trip, and fall. Call them now. 800-318-8888. Spector and Associates has recovered hundreds of millions for the injured. Been in an accident? Visit crashinjury.com or call 800-318-8888. The lawyers at Spector and Associates serious injury attorneys fight hard. Win big to get you what you deserve. Call them now. 800-318-8888. That's 800-318-8888. Or visit crashinjury.com.
Spector and Associates, your serious injury lawyers. 800-318-8888.
Licensed in the Tri-State, Connecticut, and Pennsylvania.
WINS FM in HD1 New York. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
More people get their news from 1010 Wins than from any other radio station in the nation. Martin and Trud's our writer. Chris Roush is at the editor's desk. Kevin Brincone.
All news, all the time.
There's a speed camera ahead.
This is 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM, New York.
Good afternoon. It's 85 degrees at 1 o'clock. I'm Suzanne Colucci. Here's what's happening. Hot and humid today, but nothing like what is coming. A heat wave and a heat dome is expected to settle over New York City starting Wednesday with 90-degree temps and maybe higher with us for days. A federal judge just pushing Luigi Mangioni's upcoming murder trial to January because of the state trial that's already happening in the fall. What exactly does it take to pull off the Macy's 4th of July fireworks show? Glenn Schuck found out. Chaos for guests at the Hilton Doubletree Hotel in Lower Manhattan.
In 1,000 feet, turn left on East 170th Street.
Bear spray was suddenly released. More good old-fashioned romance novels are making their way onto the big screen. Fans like it. AccuWeather says for today, the high 85, that is where we
at
are
the light,
now.
turn left on East 170th Street.
Going down to 70. Quick news time, 101. you where you need to go. Good afternoon, Greg Rice.
Good afternoon, Suzanne. We are still looking at some trouble en route to the inbound side of the Holland. Taking a long way, the eastbound Newark Bay extension on the Newark Bay Bridge. You got a dead truck in the right lane. After that, though, once you're across the Newark Bay Bridge, Bayonne, Jersey City, all that's fine. The inbound Skyway, you got the trouble from pretty much Jersey City all the way into the tunnel with all that traffic. So the Newark Bay, once you get past the bridge, you're fine. Outbound Holland tunnel's fine. Outbound Lincoln's gotten better. Inbound Lincoln wasn't bad to begin with. Citybound side of the George is, though. It's an extra 40 minutes on the upper, 30 to 40 on the inbound lower West Side Highway. That's the best way to sneak out of town with Whitestone bested either way. Across the Upper East River.
In 600 feet, turn right onto Grand Concourse.
Whether you're heading to a World Cup match or event or just trying to get home, expect heavy traffic delays crossing the Hudson River this summer. Plan ahead and give yourself extra travel time on World Cup match days like tomorrow. Greg Rice, 1010 wins at 92.3 FM.
New York City is bracing for a heat wave, and it will be a long one thanks to something called a heat dome that's settling over the region. It comes with thousands packing in for 4th of July celebration and the World Cup. AccuWeather meteorologist Carl Erickson joins us now with more on this heat dome and what we're in for, Carl.
Well, good afternoon, Suzanne. That's right. In fact, today, likely the most comfortable day out of the next few as that warmth and humidity will begin to build up tomorrow. We'll get into the upper 80s with that high humidity feeling like the mid-90s. But it's really Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's the core of this dangerous heat wave, which will be unfolding across the Tri-State area in the city with temperatures up to 95 on Wednesday, even hotter Thursday, 99, close to 100. And you factor in that humidity. AccuWeather real temperature will be dangerously high each afternoon, anywhere between 100 and 110 degrees. And don't expect any relief at night. In fact, it'll be hard-pressed to get much below 80 degrees each night, so very uncomfortable and just miserable weather for sleeping the next few nights. And that heat wave will spill over through Friday and even into Independence Day. And Suzanne will be back in about 10 minutes with more details on that.
All right, Carl, thank you. Luigi Mangione will stand trial in Manhattan Federal Court in January. At a pre-trial hearing today, Judge Margaret Garnett said she hoped to have the trial this fall, but Mangione will be tried in state court beginning September 8th. So the federal trial will have to wait. Mangione, who is charged with the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, did not speak at the hearing. His court appearance was delayed after he and U.S. Marshals were stuck in an elevator. Jury selection is scheduled for January 5th, and opening statements will follow January 25th. Prospective jurors will fill out questionnaires in December. What exactly does it take to pull off the Macy's 4th of July fireworks spectacular? Our Glenn Schuck at a preview event today to find out.
Show designer Gary Souza and his team working around the clock right through Saturday.
Head toward Teller Avenue.
Macy's fireworks display. Yet again, it will be the biggest ever. And of course, they're always coming up with something new with modern technology.
Jellyfish that will be up in the air this year, and kind of one of my favorite ones is sort of crackling jellyfish. We'll burst half of a shell with this, almost like a golden popcorn, with 3 little red tentacles that come out on the bottom. So I'm excited about
in 200 feet, turn left on East 173rd Street. At the right, turn left on East 173rd Street. Then you'll turn right onto Grand Concourse.
Glenn Schuck, 1010 wins, 92.3 FM.
A public lottery for 100,000 free tickets is happening
at the light,
today.
turn right onto East 174th Street. Then at the next stop sign, you'll turn left.
You'd be surprised how much chaos one can of bear spray
Go
can
past
cause.
this light. Then, at the next one, turn right onto Townsend Avenue.
On Stone Street.